As we inch closer to Election Day, nearly 2 million voters have already cast their ballots here in the Commonwealth.
And registrars are preparing for the big day. 8 News reporter Jamal Williams is live in our digital center to break down how these votes will be tallied. Jamal.
Well, Heather, Eric, today I went to Hanover Registrar's office to get a first-hand look how officials count each vote, and I spoke with a political expert on which methods of voting favor a particular party.
Up at 3:30, here at 4:30, might see home at 1 o'clock in the a.m.
As voters continue making their way to the polls, Hanover County General Elections Director Terry Smithson says early voting numbers are better than expected.
We're at 35% voter turnout already. In some of our polling precincts, they're already at 50% voter turnout.
Smithson says more than 34,000 people have voted in Hanover County, with 26,000 of those ballots coming from early voting centers and 7,400 by mail. But how do they count the votes? Smithson says pre-processing helps to verify a ballot before election night.
And instead of having just thousands of ballots and having to go through them and make sure that the person has filled them out correctly and that they're viable.
Whether it's early, mail-in, absentee, or election day voting, political professor Rich Marr says different voting methods can also determine which party you voted for.
Because of Donald Trump's claims about what happened in the 2020 election, I think Republicans have been less likely to look favorably on mail-in ballots, absentee ballots, and early voting.
Marr says advancing voting rights and expanding access to ballots have primarily favored Democrats for years. But there's been an effort in the last year or two among Republicans to catch up.
They're a lot closer than they used to be, but I think there's still a little bit of a disadvantage there for them having trained Republican voters to be a little suspicious of voting any other way.
Smithson says she expects 2,000 voters to show up on Saturday and a heavy turnout come Election Day. Meanwhile, Marr also says it's important to not overreact until all votes are tallied. Live in the Digital Center, Jamal Williams, 8 News.